Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Match Day Show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome back to Rangers Radio. So Johnstone 1, Johnstone 0, Rangers 1. Sorry anybody who's just joined us, give you a heart attack. So Johnstone 0, Rangers 1. In a strange game at the Dermot Park. John myself watched your back in the show as my mucker all there. Oh, but how are we doing?
Not bad, pal. How are you?
All right, mate. Listen, that game to me was like a famous movie and one of some of Fox's conquests, mate.
You mean boring?
Good, bad, and the ugly, mate. Right?
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
You know, at times we played some nice stuff running about the edge of the box. The second half of the first half we dominated and on in the box and we put some balls into the box, but ultimately we never worked the goal enough. Didn't have enough men in the box. Didn't have enough shots. One pass too many. Wrong decision. People killing the space. You know, miscontrolling it at the wrong time. Lots of things. And up to the crucial moment, doing okay, working the space, nice runs with some of our players, and then getting it wrong. And I think that sums us up away from home in Scotland so far this season, mate.
Definitely, doubt about that. It's I can't get my head round how these teams are holding us. By the way, I just can't. Is it just us bad, just being bad? Because these teams should not be holding us the way they're holding us, mate. There's something not right with us. There's definitely something not right with us because at the end of the day, you can't say that St Johnstone team are a good team. They're anything but a good team, mate. They're not even a half decent team. They're just a shower of grafters. It puts a hell of a lot of effort and work into their game. That's all, mate. Same as Dundee United. It's mad. I don't understand it. But decision making is poor. It really is. It needs to.
And the final third, mate. Well, all of the pitch, if we're honest. All of the pitch, if we're honest.
It's poor, mate. It really is. They're doing crazy things that doesn't make any sense. And then you get the sloppy bit. They start being sloppy, especially that last 10 minutes of that game. The sloppy passes, thinking, this is easy. Tav was guilty of it for a while there in the last 10 minutes. Dowell was guilty of it. Raskin was guilty of it. Barron was guilty of it. Sloppy play, mate. It's just, don't understand it. And then you bring Diamandi on and you just don't know what you're going to get for this boy, really, honestly. I don't know if he was a good 20, 30 minutes, whatever long he was on the park, or a bad 20, 30 minutes. I don't know, because he confuses me, Rambo. He really does.
He does some. There was a spell in the game when the ball was played in him. We'll come to that as well. But I get your point because his first touch was awful. Then he goes and wins it back with the second touch. And I said, if you just controlled it properly at first, you wouldn't have had to go diving in, you know.
And he's getting a round of applause for winning it back. He's in bad control. He's like, it's like the old saying, isn't it? Your first touch, your second touch is a tackle. I mean, it's always the same, isn't it? That's just sloppy play, mate. As far as I'm concerned, he's a better player, and that's just sloppy play. And there's enough lot on the partner with the team. But as Fox pointed out, I mean, the Europe on Thursday as well. So you've got to take that into consideration. But
in
really,
normal
honestly,
circumstances, mate, we would have took that and moved on. There'll be a lot of criticism because it's like a movie we've seen before, and we didn't score a goal. It was an own goal. I know Tav was there to put it in. Touch of class for Hadji, who might have edged man in the match for me, Hadji.
Yeah. I wouldn't argue with that. I wouldn't argue with that, mate. He's got a football brain. The boy's got a football brain. And I think some of them, if you can buy a football brain, I think some of them want to go out and buy a football brain because it was a simple, the ball back across the box. It was just simple, mate. Put them under pressure, put the ball in an area where they have to defend, they have to make a decision, and it's going to be awkward for them. Instead of what some of them will do was try to smash it or turn it or cross it high or whatever. Just a simple lob back into the area. There, what happens? It drops in under their bar. It's virtually impossible to defend against. But there you go. It is what it is. I don't understand why we're struggling with these teams. We really shouldn't.
Well, I've got a theory on it, mate. Do you want to hear it before we get the phone lines open?
Oh,
When we start the game, we start too slow, and my centre halves and my goalkeeper get far too much of the ball. Yeah, and we don't move up the park, and we move side to side. Remember, you used to talk about the horseshoe in the midfield, mate. Remember that? That was one of your sayings. Well, we've got a horseshoe at the back now, and we're looking for. It's like playing football as you're playing chess or drafts, mate. Football's not like that. It's got to be instinctive. If there's a right pass on, you make the right pass. You don't do what you've always meant to be done in training. If you've got a ball on the inside, say left channel, and the ball's to the centre forward, that's the nature of the game. It's no, you've got to play it out to, say, Cherney, for instance. It's the right pass. So we take too long to get the ball at the park, and that comes sometimes for the centre halves and the goalkeeper who mess about with it. And saying that, I thought Suter was one of our best players today. Jack Butland didn't have a lot today. Suter, Tav, Raskin, as I said, Hadji, and I thought at times Cherney done all right without being outstanding. No Cherney, Jeffy, and I thought Cherney shows glimpses, and Barjami didn't do a lot, mate, and was rightly maybe hooked at half time without being the worst, mate. You know, they played a lot of football, so it makes sense. But that's my theory, mate, quickly.
Cherney looked tired to me, especially just before he went off. He looked really spent. As I say, the boys been playing a lot of football. And Barjami, he never done anything in the game. Let's be honest, mate, nothing at all. I don't know if he's just said I've had enough of this wing play. I don't know. But at the end of the day, he's not contributing, and that's no good for the team. Obviously, it's no good for the team. You're right with the horseshoe, mate. You're definitely right with that. But you've got to remember, I mean, I don't know if they're getting drilled that much because he doesn't trust them as football players, mate. He's saying, oh no, if I let them do what they want to do, they've not got the skill or the ability to play after cuff type football. Their passing's too weak. Their reading of the game's too weak. They've no speed. So I think he's just went, I've got to drill a system into them. But the trouble with that is you're too easy to read then. The opposition managers are just reading you. So that horseshoe at the back, that's teams making us do that. That's no us picking to do that. They're making us do that. And every team's doing it.
Because of the shape we play is so consistent. So if you go with the two runners who run all over the pitch, Raskin and Barron. Baskin and Raren.
Aye. Go for it. I know what you're talking about.
You've got to watch it, you're beating your arse. Mess it up. Right, Raskin and Barron, they play there. The fullbacks go in front of the two to make the horseshoe with the defence, mate. And then the other teams know exactly where we're going to try and go because we're that predictable. And that's my problem is very shape. But that's just me. People might be saying, it's the other end of the park. Yeah, it is. It's the decision making at the other end of the park, yeah, which is poor.
It's no poor, mate. It's woeful. It is absolutely woeful at times. You're sitting saying, I mean, there was times we're right through, we're breakaways and everything. I mean, at one point in the second half, the ball get cleared up. I think it was Butland. It might have been Butland cleared it right up to him, practically on the halfway line. And there's two defenders at their centre, but he's out on the left, our left one side. He gets the ball. There's two defenders. By the time he gets to the passes the ball to Cherney, and Cherney goes up the park, by the time they get to the 18-yard line, there's 6 defenders back. That's how slow we are. 6 defenders. You say, wait a minute, you had a 1-on-2 a minute ago, you need a 2-on-2, and you can't take advantage of it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But there you go. It's one of the games. You win the game, 1-0. So we should be happy about that, which I am. You got your 3 points. Great. As I say, Simpson up the road time. You know what I mean? But it's no good to watch. It definitely isn't no good to watch.
No, and the criticism will mount, mate, because of that. And I get that. But in normal circumstances, we'd have took that all day long. after the exertions and the travelling our Thursday night. And if we'd have won against Dundee United, we wouldn't have batted an eyelid in this group of games, mate.
I mean, you've pointed out we did play some nice football at times. It wasn't all bad, but we don't get the credit, or we don't give ourselves the credit by scoring the goals we should be scoring to kill the game. I'm going at 1-0. Just go and kill the game now. Just kill it. I mean, they were all over the place. I mean, they ran out of steam and all, and I'm saying, just kill this game. That's it. No, could we create a chance or take a chance? No chance.
Is that like a win, mate? Is that like a win play? Is that because we're not getting to the byline? We're always coming inside. We expect our fullbacks to do stuff, you know? Is that the problem?
I think it's too many of the wrong players in the wrong places at the wrong time. At the right time, I should say. It's lack of skill and all, and it's lack of... I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, forwards, especially centre forwards, goals, as soon as they start scoring, they're different players altogether. The confidence starts flowing. I think that's what's going to happen to Igaman. Get his goals during the week. I think we Danilo there's a few goals for his confidence to start soaring again, because he's not a bad player, Danilo. I'm not saying, and Igaman are good. Their movements are excellent, absolutely excellent. I mean, they really are. But again, it's only some of the times it's only what you call them, Hadji can actually read what they're doing. So, I mean, the other midfielders they play in straight lines, mate. There isn't any abstract with them or any curved balls. It's just straight lines for them, mate. It's the way they're facing 9 times out of 10. And even then, they usually turn away for it. They see the obvious pass, and it's, I don't gain it. I'm going to turn away for that pass and come inside, and I don't understand what they're doing. I really don't. It's all about pace. They don't understand how to keep the pace in the team. They take it out all the time. I don't know. Anyway, but we won. As I say, we won, mate. I'm not going to start slagging the team completely, but the performance was good football at times, but poor decision making and sloppiness again.
Aye, okay. All right, I've said a bit. I think we better get his phone lines opened there, mate.
Aye, go for it, pal.
Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, we won the game. Were we fortunate to win the game? I suppose people will say aye, because we got the break with own goal. Was Tav there to put it in if Hope did they do it? Also aye. You know, but
you also go look at the other way. Did St Johnstone deserve anything out the game?
No, mate. No,
that's what I'm saying.
They had a bit of energy in the first 10 minutes, mate. Then we got a foothold in the match between 10 and 15, and the next half an hour of the first half was shoot you in, mate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you were playing shoot you in the plots, mate, and you'd half an hour and you didn't score a goal, people would ask questions, mate.
You're right. You'd ask questions of yourself, let's be honest about it. But that's the problem, mate. It's been happening all season. We're not playing as bad as some people think we're playing. Aye, we're playing slow and sloppy, definitely, no doubt about that. But there is moments in games and parts of games that we're playing particularly good football. We really are. We're just not scoring, man. This is the problem. And it's going to remain the problem he comes up with a solution to it.
Goals change games, mate. Taking your point on board, you get the second goal. That's halfway through that second half. That sucks even more energy out of them. They're done. And you might go in and win the game 3, 4 or 5, mate. Because the game gets easier, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it before and over the years. That's what happens. They're hanging on to this. Don't let them score. Don't let them score. And then they've scored. Don't let them score another one. And they're up in their work rate. The trouble is, you've got to be clinical, really clinical. And we had a couple of half chances, I would say, to put that to bed. No. Wasn't there, mate? We're not doing it. Igaman should have scored at least 1, probably 2 today. We Danilo should have scored, I think, as well. But they're not doing it, mate. It's so frustrating. It's just frustrating. And teams know it. Teams sense it. If you sense it off the crowd, they're sensing it. And that's getting them, it's injecting more energy into them. until we start hitting that net regularly, it's not going to change.
You need to score goals, mate. That's the name of the game, yeah. And
Yeah.
look, we can talk all we want. One guy we can't blame today is Cyril Dessers. Yeah,
That's a particularly good game today.
So Iggy man, he's got some lovely touches, outstanding. He's trying to bring it down in some fabulous paces, control it, do brilliant things. You've seen it one, he should have maybe done better. I think it was Tav had made the run with the ball, came and he played it up to have the volley. And I think he's in it spectacular, but ultimately he never executed it. And he's going to be that type of player. He has got ability, he has got close control. I think he'll get better. He'll get better. He's young, and he'll get better. But he'll be judged in the number of goals he scores. All bit.
Definitely, aye. And as soon as they get that drilled into the boy, the better. Because even Ronaldo went through spells of this fancy stuff and flicks and tricks, and to Ferguson got a hold of him, and Walter Smith got a hold of him and drummed it into him. You do all that you want, man. That's not going to get you a good career. Putting that ball in that net's going to get you the career. Until you realise that you're not going to go anywhere, you're just going to play at a level, and you're not going to go by that level. He's at the level and his way is, but he should have the ambitions to go and play at the top level of some of these top leagues. He's not going to get there if it's just flicks and tricks he's going to do. Don't get me wrong, the flicks and tricks are entertaining and good to watch, but goals are the most important thing, as we all know. Everybody in football knows it. And he needs to get that drilled into his head. He done that wee flicked it up, and then it was a poor effort after that. But see if he just takes it first time. With Tab gave him, it just spins and takes it first time and hits the target or scores. Oh, that's a different conversation we're having now. And he needs to get that drummed into his head. It's inexperience. I'll put it down to inexperience, mate. Same as Jeff, the same as Barron and all the rest of the young players. Inexperience. But they need to start learning, and they need to start learning quick, mate.
Listen, if you've an effort for the edge of the box, a good effort, and you get it in top target, left or right, high or low, turn on the goal, he makes a good save, mate. Good save, good effort, you move on for it. That's all right. The chances that are 6-7 yards out. Now, I think it would have been chopped off. The Danilo one, when he gets right through the goalie, the net's got the balls there.
Aye. You're saying, right, I didn't score it, he hits it off the keeper. People say it's a save, but I hit it off the keeper. I'm saying that myself. Go to score that. I don't think it stood myself. I think it was a foul.
No, they'd be ball back and they'd checked it on VAR, wouldn't they?
But the point is, you've still got to put it in the net. And we didn't.
But there's a great start. Iggyman's only played 280 minutes of professional football. Pretty frightening, isn't it? We've took some gamble, haven't we?
Well, you're right, man. Spending that kind of money on him for somebody, so he play. Basically, the 280 minutes has came at Rangers, isn't it? He's not played any professional football anywhere else.
Aye, so he's come right out. It was a big gamble, so they must have seen a lot of him. And imagine at times in training he'll do things that's out of this world, and they'll all be clapping and laughing because that's the type he is. But you'll be judged in the goals you score, and you need to get in there. One of the criticisms I've got of the system, mate, is at times there's never enough players in the box, mate.
Well, the way St Johnstone played today, they flooded the park, and we're on the attack. They've got tons. Well, when they're on the attack, they've got tons of players forward and tons of players in the box making runs and all your lot. Their possession breaks down. We get it and we break up the park. And it seems like they've still got hundreds of players back. You're going to fill the park. That's what Rangers don't do. We don't fill a football park for them. Take us a system with that. But every team that we play seems to fill the park. They just think we should have plenty of players all over it. Apart from Nice on Thursday, they just abandoned everything and went for. I don't know what they were going for, but they went for something. But you know what I mean? If you looked at St Johnstone, you're going, how many players they actually go in the park? They can't be working that hard on us to get that illusion that they're all over the place. But that just shows you the effort they're putting in against you. But hey ho. As you say, we got the wings and all that, and you look in, there's nobody in the box. There's maybe one in the box, but that's it.
You seen that? You've seen that in the first half when Jeffrey broke away a few times, you know. That
And
pass
that
was on
was,
all day long. Aye, for him to go down the park. He's looking
aye,
up,
that's a
mate.
good point.
There's one player there, mate.
That's a good point. That left wing with Jeffrey when the first half was wide open the whole half. I don't think we used it enough myself personally. But again, if it does get, if they use it and he does get down, you're looking up and going, who's in there? Who's in there to break their neck to get in that box to go on the end of this pass? But I've said it all along, mate. We're not saying anything that we've not said in other games. It seems that it's just rinse and repeat at the moment.
That's a good point, mate. Rinse and repeat. But we've got to take it as a springboard now. Well, I know that wasn't a good watch, but take that alongside the two games in isolation, Thursday, Sunday. Together, you would take that and move on to Wednesday, yeah? And you're trying to put Wednesday to bed because you'll have played 3 games in 6 days. Yeah, so you're looking to put Wednesday to bed, and then there's a small bit of break, a bit more than normal till we go up to Ross County, bizarrely at 12 o'clock again on a Sunday. Do you think that's a factor, mate? 12 o'clock kickoffs?
Oh, definitely. There's no doubt about it, mate. Absolutely no doubt about it. We never play well at 12 o'clock. We never. I've yet to see us playing a right outstanding game at 12 o'clock. I know it's an excuse you're making, but I don't know. I don't think we do. I think it takes us at least half an hour to waken up. And that was a day. We never kicked a ball for 25 minutes. And then all of a sudden we spring into life again. You're going, oh, we're back again.
Aye, and then the next 20 minutes right up to half time, mate, as I said. You know, it was shoot you in, no shoot you in. It was, they were camped in, weren't they? You know, they had ended up with a 5-5, and even their big fast guy was playing outside left, mate. He was back defending money. You know, so there was no out ball. It was just us getting the ball. You know, they had a couple of punts up the park. By the way, a couple of punts up the park cost us problems, you know. And the one at Popper missed with the heat. I know he took a knock. There's still no excuse for that, misjudging the bounce.
That was half-hearted.
Highly paid professional football player, mate. Wow.
That was half-hearted. You can see it. You ran out and went, I've mistimed this, and it was half-hearted. You're like, all right. What a basic mistake to make at that level, at any level. Aye, I agree with you, mate. It's bad for a professional football player to do that.
Aye. So they're in. We've gave all the problems, but I've got to give. I take my half to Yanis Hadji. Listen, I'm not Hadji's biggest fan, wouldn't he be? But look, his effort today, his movement, his touch, he had a bit of quality for the goal. He was trying to make things happen for most of the game when he got the ball. Did he have the perfect game of football? No way. But he done okay, yeah.
Aye, he's got a football brain, mate. And he's got a football brain. You can see the boy's got a football brain. If you start with Butland and we'll walk through the team, if you want, one at a time, and say good, bad, indifferent, what was positive. And if you start with Butland, he's just a solid game. Nothing spectacular, but a solid game. What I expect from him, doing his simple things and the right things at the right time and doing it well. That'll do me for a goalkeeper. I don't know how you felt. He never really had any saves to make, did he?
Oh, no, Butland was non-existent. I mean, that says everything you need to know. And by the way, one of the problems was their goalkeeper never made enough saves, did he? But they have about 4 saves in the game, and we had them pinned back, mate.
He two really good saves. One for Agam in the first half and Danilo in the second half. The one for Danilo's who scored that. You're going, well, I'm sick of these keepers pulling off world-class saves. It was a good save, I'll give you that. But I actually thought Danilo should have buried it, absolutely buried it. But there you go. You're going to give Tavernier. That was Tavernier. He wasn't great. He's just okay. He hit his free kick well, right enough.
I thought Tav done all right, mate.
He was all right, mate. He's all right. I don't like the way he slows the play down right enough. But he's been doing that for 9 years, so it's nothing new. But he done it right. Nothing spectacular. I don't know what that debate was over that free kick. I mean, what's happening, pulling people in?
By the way, do you know we took nearly 3 minutes to take that free kick, mate?
I don't know what that was about. Did you know? I don't understand what they were all doing.
Nearly 3 minutes to take that free kick, mate. Yeah, you've took a sixth of the game out in the second half. 6, is that right? Aye, it's a 6. No, not a 6. That's not right. What am I saying? You're to a 15th. Sorry, in the game. Just try to take a free kick, mate. When we want the game to be played quicker.
Well, but Tab does this with corner kicks and his shies and the whole. Everything Tab does is at walking pace, snail's pace. Everything he does, and it takes the tempo at the team. But again, he was all right. He was all right. He wasn't. I was neither up nor down with Tab. Suter had a solid game. I thought Suter had actually a good game. He won everything he had to win. He won all his battles. But I remember right, he won. If he lost any, it was only 1 or 2 if he did, but I don't think he did. I think he won all his duels, both in the ground and in the air.
And he just got a fit to that one when he put it back to Butland, who came and he did it, because the big guy's quick, you know.
Aye. He did do a couple of good heat clearing headers as well. So did Tab. I gave Tab his due and all. There was one in that second half, first half. Tab cleared. It was excellent. It was a cross for the right, came right across, and it cleared proper and Suter, and it was Tab at the back, just flicked it away for the guy. So that was a good clearing here. That was excellent. Proper. I didn't think the boy was interested, to be honest with you. I thought he wanted a 15-minute one. I'm telling you, if he had his choice in that dressing room, he would have went, nah, no for me today. Put Balogun on. I'm the one to play here today. I don't think Scottish football's going to suit him, but we'll go to give him time. Give him time, see what happens. The trouble is, as long as it doesn't cost us anything. All right, saying he doesn't suit you, as long as it doesn't cost you, and then you can say, aye, okay, doesn't suit him, move on. But
the problem is, mate, he's going to be a year older. He's going to go back.
Okay, it's a
Holland. You're not going to get the same. You're not going to get more money back. He's not going to want to move because he's not getting the same dough. And we're stuck with another issue, mate. Yeah,
it's bad. Yeah, it was a bad choice for us, mate. But it's looking like a bad choice for us at the moment. I'll give the boy time. He's only here 6 months. I'll give him time to settle in. But he's not going to get endless time to settle in. But he needs to win these. He's just the battle he should be winning. This sort of take a leaf out of his book. Just win the battles you should be winning. Don't try anything fancy. He's got a nice pass, a crossfield pass. I'll give him that. Yeah, he's got that. But anyway, that's Jeffy. It was all right. It was okay. Battles away. I don't think we used him enough, especially in the first half. That wing was wide open. Mate. Sorry, Karen.
No, you're spot on, mate. Get it there quicker. Just get him to keep it simple. Just go and put your foot through it and put it in that 6-yard box penalty spot. Yeah. But the problem is, with midfield being that back and the maybe Hadji being Lemium and Tierney running in for the back post, and if the centre forwards played the pass out, there's nobody in the box, Albert.
It's true. It's true. He doesn't shoot enough for me. That's one of his problems I've got with him. He'll need to learn to shoot a lot more, right? Because he gets into some good positions that let fly. He just doesn't like fly. But he's all right. He's solid enough. I don't think he's done anything wrong. I liked his shoulder charging that boy. He put him in a stand. It says, a Rangers player that actually won a meaty battle, as it were, a meaty challenge. You know, did you see it? The shoulder charge. You there?
I don't know if he could have done that at the start of the season, Albert.
You might be right. You might be right. Oh, it was a beauty, an absolute beauty. I say to myself, here we go now. But so moving into the midfield, Raskin done his. Do you know what I like about Raskin now? He's banging in the 6, 7 out of 10s every week now. At least 6, 7 out of 10 consistently, which is superb to see. It really is.
I gave him. He was just behind Hadji for me.
Aye, I would agree with that, mate. He had a good game, good solid game. And he doesn't. I like his challenges, and I like what he's doing now. He's getting his body across.
Wins a lot of headers, Albert, in the middle field.
It's surprising. It's surprising. He can jump. He's got a good leap. We Barnes should take note about the challenges, the way he's getting his body in it. I like that. Mate. He gets across the player now. I think that's what he's learnt and matured into. But he's a good wee player. His work rate is second to none, mate. It's excellent.
I'm going to
Maybe
give Connor Barron a phone, mate. Yeah,
a phone.
I'm going to phone him up, mate.
Give him a bit of advice.
I'm going to sit him down. Let's watch that last game and we'll go through all your runs, mate. Yeah.
Aye.
Tell me what you're trying to achieve there. Tell me what you're trying to do there, because he's got a lot of improvement in him, and you've got to use that energy and enthusiasm and braveness, because he is brave.
Aye.
And then he's got a touch and he can make passes, but the passing's got to improve, and his decision making's got to improve, and how he could move on, mate. Now, some of it he needs support for his teammates and movement at times, yes. At other times, he's responsible because he's in a pivotal position, Albert. And I think there's improvement in there. And I'm saying that as a compliment, no as an insult, yeah.
No, I see what you're saying, and it's a fact. It is a fact. He's not going to improve unless he sort of listens to somebody or takes the point on board.
I'm here. You know?
And you're here. Always here for them.
Aye. You don't always like what I've got to say to them, mate, but
no. We'll take Hadji next because he's a midfielder. I thought he was all right, Hadji. I thought he had a good game today, actually.
No, I gave him man of the match. Anyway, we've been joined by Robert W. Afternoon, Robert.
Afternoon, upstairs, Albert.
How you doing,
listen, guys, I'm good. I'm a wee bit under the weather because I watched the Rangers. Albert, can I just say one thing to you? See when you say that James Tavernier slows the play down for 9 years, is that the same guy that came us to a European final? He slowed this down. So I just want to get that wee bit in, Albert, because I'm fed up Rangers fans criticising him. But that's all I want to say. But I want to talk about the day. Listen, let me get my point across. Philip Clement, I don't think will take this forward. I'll say that right now, but I don't want to be negative. I want to talk about the day's game. Rangers were rotten the day. St Johnstone were rotten. But you know what? Rangers won 1-0, and that'll do for me.
Would you accept it was a good, the bad, and the ugly performance? It was decent.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Oh, 100%. Oh, sure, it wasn't a good performance. But let's be honest, and I'm no making excuses, we always expect that. See, after a European game on a Thursday night, and we've done the Rangers on Thursday night, I don't care what MD says. Rangers beat that Nice 4-1. Whether people say, oh, Nice had 6 or 7 players missing. Well, Rangers had 6 or 7 players missing. Rangers done a great result on Thursday night. But you know what? We don't expect. Well, we've come to used to getting a good performance after a European game. That's a norm for us. But you know what? We went up the other day. We won 1-0. Oxford, it wasn't pretty to watch. We're not going to kid ourselves on. We're not happy with the performance. But you know what? I'm happy the Rangers won 1-0. That'll do for me.
In normal circumstances, Robert, in normal circumstances, you'd have just bit your horn off for it, moved on, and said, that'll do it. We move on to Wednesday against Kilmarnock, yeah?
Exactly, yes. Listen, I'm not being fooled. I watched that today, and I'm like, that's no, as I say, my Rangers. That's no my Rangers out there. No chance. Not a million years is that my Rangers. But you know what? They went up there, and they got the result. They scored 1, and there's a couple other chances. They could have made it 2 or 3. St Johnstone never laid a glove on us. And that's down to the way we played, right? Did we play great? No, we didn't play great. But you know what? Oh, all you hear is, the greatest team in the world, East of Glasgow, got the Ross County in the 1-2-1, and they're the greatest team in the world. Do you know what? Give my team some credit today. And I know Rangers fans will be shouting down the phone now, you're talking a lot of nonsense because we've been rotten all season, which we have been. But you know what? See when we won, and that's what we've done today. We've done a bridge, man. See when we won, I'm delighted.
Aye, as we say, look, we're not being fooled with the amount of goals we scored today are all better. We're not being fooled with that. We know we've got to do better, we've got to score more goals, we've got to play better. We get all that. But in the circumstances, we've been short of numbers and very little options, let's be honest. You know, then there's Sterling injured, proper injured potentially again, Casemiro injured. You know, we're not carrying a lot of luck. After Thursday, you take that in isolation, you take it and move on normally. Criticism will come for some people, praise will come for others. You won the match after a different Thursday. That's football, Bill.
If you're sitting in a title race at the moment, leveling points, and you win that game like that, you take that. It's because we're behind in the league that people might say, well, this is no good or this is no good enough. We need to do better. All you need to do is get victories, mate. That's what counts. Victories. You like to get victories with nice football. You like to get victories comfortable. Of course you do. But football's football. And you just take victories and Clement will live and die with victories. That's what he's going to do, mate. And every manager's the same, not just him. You've got to keep winning games, and he's won the last 2 games. One away in Europe, which was a great victory, absolute great victory, great performance for the team. It could have been more, of course it could have been. That could have been one of the score lines of the decade, that one. Talking about that for years to come, if we'd have took the chances we should have took. And then you go up to St Johnstone, a tricky venue, let's be honest about it. In the middle of the morning, it's up there sitting playing football after a European tie, which is no easy, mate. The greatest team at the East End, they've been known to lie, Robert. I mean, that's why they're in court. They tell a lot of lies, that mob. Also, they had a home game in Europe and a home game yesterday. You know what I mean? And a 3 o'clock kick-off on a Saturday. So come on.
I'm going to challenge you, Albert. You like a list, mate? Yeah?
I do. I love a list.
Right. You go and have a look at fixtures, Europe, spin it. If you want to look this season, last season, you'll be intrigued, mate. You'll be intrigued.
Well, is this the fixture list that's random? That
random. I'll leave it to you, mate. You love a list, mate. Yeah, you love a list. Robert, I thought had you done okay today, and you've got to doff your hat to the boy. You know, he's not played a lot of football for us. The circumstances have been no great. Maybe no his making or everybody's making, whatever way you want to look at it. But I thought he done okay, mate.
Oxshire, I know in the past you've said what you think about Hadji, right? He's not got any legs, pace, or whatever, right? I've always been a wee bit like Port there. I've always been a Yanis Hadji fan, right? And I'm always willing him to do well. To doubt the Rangers fans that don't rate him right. And I understand why they don't rate him right. And I've always been a Yanis Hadji fan, and I will him on. As well do, let's be honest. We don't want, same with Dessers, we don't want any Rangers player to fail. But you know what? I hope Yanis Hadji now can get a run in the team, because is it a blessing in disguise that Tom Lawrence got the injury? Because I thought Tom Lawrence was doing bits and pieces the last few weeks before he got the injury, and we don't want any player to get an injury. But you know what? I want Yanis Hadji to be in that Rangers team, and going forward, he has to be in the team. So yes, I agree with you. I thought he done well with you. I thought he actually done well, and I couldn't understand why you taken him off. Maybe it's just me. I thought Big Suter was good. But Oxford, talking about the game of the day, my man of the match again was Nico Raskin. I don't know. But who was your man of the match?
Actually, because of the moment for the goal, I gave it to Hadji, and I thought he'd done all right. But I had Nico Raskin just behind him. Albert?
I would give it to Hadji myself. I thought Hadji done well. Football brain, mate. Anybody with a football brain, I like to see. But we're Raskin's work rate second to none. You can't say the boy doesn't deserve these or nominated at least for these man and matches. He wins a lot of them as well. But he's a 6-7, sometimes 8, which is no mean task out of 10 every week now. He's banging the performances in now, mate. And he's a player now that we thought we were getting when he signed at first. He's definitely starting to fill his potential now. Still a lot to go. I still see a lot to go in a wee man. But he's definitely starting to fill his potential now.
Robert, the people have been highly critical of the team's performance today. But if that game was against the teams below them in the league, i.e. Kilmarnock, Hibs and Hearts, we'd have took that result without blinking an eye. Do you not think so?
Oh, listen, Fox, definitely. You've got to give credit. Listen, like they came off a great result in Europe, right? We all know it's going to be poor today. We all know it's in a muddy park. It's not a very good pitch for playing against. I'm giving credit, and it wasn't a good performance today. But I'm giving credit. The Rangers won, and I'm happy with that.
What about yourself, Albert? What do you think of that comment?
Aye, it's difficult, mate, to say, but I just want victories. No, I mean, to get the club turned round and get the team turned round, it's just victories, mate. Victories. That mob that you mentioned there, they're all below St Johnstone in the league. St Johnstone are doing all right in the league, so they're 4th or 5th. I can't remember what they are. But,
No, they're 4th Bolton, mate. 4th Bolton.
4th Bolton, are they?
They'll be nearer the bottom. They'll be nearer the bottom at the end of the season, I think, Albert, what I've seen today.
They'll get spells that they play some nice football in the day, but you can see they're never going to be fit enough to keep it up during the game for 90 minutes, and that's the thing that's going to get them. But that's these managers nowadays. They set teams up and systems that the players just can't do, mate. They really can't. But I don't. The victory's a victory, and I'm happy with that. I'm with Robert. I'm happy with that. That'll do me, mate. We'll work on the performance at another time. It's the goals, but it's just the goals. I don't understand why these teams can get hardness. We just need to score more goals. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we need to do it.
Shoot more, cross more, put the ball in the box more, and get more bodies in the box. Simple as that.
Maybe, mate. Maybe, no. It's no maybe. It is that. It's no maybe at all. I don't know what I'm talking about. It is that. They need to do that, mate. It's one of these things, and if they don't start doing it, we're going nowhere. We're going to get right round in circles where, and forwards are forwards, especially centre forwards. They need the goals to start coming after them to get the confidence. Then we'll see. We'll see.
Let's not be fooled. Let's not be fooled with the performance. It wasn't a good performance today, right? But we got the result. It wasn't a good performance. And see if you really look at it, see if you mark the Rangers players out of 10, there's no many, but they've got more than 5 out of 10, if you're being honest with yourself, right? But the way I'm coming for it today, I'm fed up myself criticising Rangers, because I criticise my club, and that hurts me to death. That kills me to death to criticise my team, right? And I come on this show and I criticise my team, and I watched my team on Thursday night, and they won 4-1, and it should have been 7 or 8, and I'm so proud of my team, as I'm always proud of the Glasgow Rangers, because I'm a Rangers fan, right? And I don't like to be negative, but you've got to call it as the day. It wasn't a good performance, but you know what? The Rangers came through and they won. They done a Bridgeman the day and they won 1-0, and I'm happy with that. And if Rangers fans can go and say, "Oh no, but you're not seeing the bigger picture, how the performance is," and that. But you know what? I don't care about it. The day it's Johnstone 0, Rangers 1, and I'm happy, Oxford. Is that okay?
That's all right. If you're happy, Robert, I'm happy.
And you know what? And I'm happy, and I'm going to be back emotional here because I'm fed up. I'm fed up myself and other Rangers fans criticising the team, and we did criticise them. We did criticise the Rangers. We criticised the Rangers, and we're quite right, because we expect better. We want the Rangers back to the Rangers that we know, the Rangers that we know, the Rangers that will go there and they'll fight and they'll die and they'll fight and die for that blue shirt. And we don't see that. We don't see that. And that's what we want. We want our Rangers back, Oxford.
Here. Listen, Robert, we're just going to wrap up now. Thanks for the call, mate. Always a pleasure. And you're right, we did get a victory. I mean, we can only critique what we see, mate, but great to hear from you, brother. You take it easy.
No, Oxford, thank you. And you know what? I support Rangers Radio. I always do. It's the best platform out there. And can I say one thing, please? And I'm a wee bit nerdy today. Rangers fans, support this show because it's a great platform. Get your phone calls in and come on and give you a point Oxford, I'm sorry I'm doing your job, but you know
That's
what?
all right, mate.
I'm happy to be on Rangers Radio. I'm always happy to be on Rangers Radio, and I'll be on Rangers Radio 1,000 times more. And thank you for having
Cheers.
my call, and thank you for
Cheers.
Rangers 1-0 a day. That'll do me.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. He's wanting to offer my double time for a Sunday, Albert. Last word for you, Albert.
Aye, it was a good victory, mate. Hard fought, more hard fought than we actually needed it to be, but that's just football for you. Onward and upwards, as they say, mate. Onward and upward. On to Wednesday now.
Here. Listen, Albert, thanks for joining us on the show, and thanks to Robert for coming on. He's some man. Thanks to Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 8 and 10, critiquing again, talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, Old School Blue.